Okay. 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 Sorry, guys. I don't know why this isn't working. This is not usually so difficult. I just sent out an invitation to circles and I added all of you I can see sitting there, so hopefully that did something. You are a stalker. This is so weird. I've seriously never had this problem before. I don't know why it's being so stupid right now. Oh,
Hello?
Kristen! Yes, that is one. Oh, thank God.
Oh, I found it. It finally showed up in my thingy.
You know what? Sometimes I think the invitations just show up in weird places. Like, it's not.
Yeah, like I kept checking the notifications, and then I checked my Hangouts, and it said no. My last invite was from like Brienne in June.
That is decidedly not accurate. I don't, but I can't figure out why it won't let me invite everyone else. I've been adding people to circles, and it doesn't want to work.
Someone said they saw you clicking in silence. What does that mean?
Yeah, the thing is, like, I think you can, like, people can see it, and it's on the YouTube page. I clicked over and I was like, oh, there's me. That's happening. But they're having trouble actually entering it, which is the problem right now.
Okay. I would help you. I can try and look too.
Yeah.
Can I add people?
I wonder if do you have a little plus sign?
If you go to the wait, click to remove your number one from this post. Wait, what?
No, that's not it. That's
when I went to notifications and then you shared with me hashtag Hangouts on Air.
Okay.
And then I clicked on it and then I clicked join.
Huh. Okay. If you're listening, people, look for these things in your notifications and so forth, because I'm inviting you all to this, and hopefully we'll get this figured out.
Or you can just watch us be
just like look confused, like usual. How is that different from the Electric Fan Cave, just in general?
It's not. It's exactly how we usually do.
It's a funny coincidence that the only person I've managed to make it available to is you, though.
Yay!
How did that happen? I
don't know. It was like a magic.
It was.
You know what we need?
What do we need?
We need Wade to help us. Wade.
Wade! Good old Wade. Oh, man.
This made a dinging noise.
It did make a dinging noise.
I don't know what happened now.
I'm trying to think. Is there a way that I can make you like an admin or something?
Oh, God.
No, I can eject you.
That's probably better.
If you get saucy, that's what's going to happen.
Well, you know me.
If anyone, if you guys are watching this, also type in the group chat so that we can see you, because our viewer thing keeps going up and down. I know people are around, and see, like, just so I can see that you're in the neighborhood. If you can type in the chat, that would be super helpful, and then we can try to work from that.
Duncan can see us.
Yeah, Duncan can see us.
Jefferson is gonna watch. I don't know who that is. Hi, Jefferson. He's probably watching right now. I don't know. Jefferson.
Oh, yep. Jefferson.
Abreu. Oh, is that like Bobby Abreu?
Maybe. If we can ever get him in the chat.
Related to Bobby Abreu?
I'm sure there's only one Abreu family.
I'm sure. It's like Jones, right? There's only one Jones.
Yeah, there's definitely only one Jones.
Hey, Jerry Morales checked in. Hi, Jerry!
I know! Jerry, what's up, man? Why aren't you like
how do we use this technology?
I'm glad you guys are amused watching us. I can see this on my Facebook post as well. People are responding and seeing us and in our normal form here. So I am typing. Oh my god. I am so sorry. We will figure it out. I swear.
What are those noises? Oh wait, are you going to watch? No wait, I'm already in here. F you, Google Plus. Who thought of this?
This should be more intuitive, am I right?
I would think. I don't see a group chat. Damn it, Duncan, neither do I.
Somehow, okay, so where did you say it showed up when you found it, Kristen?
So for me, I went and added them to my circle.
Okay.
And then I went to my notifications bell.
Okay.
And then it said Electric Feast, and I clicked on it. And then it said they shared with you the Hangout, and then I clicked on that, and then it had a join Hangout. And I clicked on that, and then it was like, from there it was all easy.
Okay. Let's see. Hopefully those watching got that.
Does that make sense to anybody out there?
That made sense to me. The little belly thing is supposed to be where it shows up.
I don't know how to, I don't even know what I'm doing. Can I do anything?
Oh. So I'm typing in Duncan Newton Gaines, and I'm hitting it. I have typed it in. I have hit invite.
Inviting people. Oh, wait. The Electric Feast invited to this video call. Oh, that's
us.
That's
us. That's me.
That's what we wanted to do.
Good game. Good game. Melanie Ray is invited to this video chat. Invitation posted. Plus Tiffany Knoll.
Damn great. There is no join button in my notification. I can say I'm watching it. Oh,
Flames!
Junkin said all he could do was watch it, but can't join it. It's a public event, so that should be a thing.
Yeah.
Híjole. Oh, look at now my face is on the picture.
And Brienne Brisset is going to watch.
Brienne! Brienne, help us. do this. I doesn't necessarily mean she's actually watching this second, does it? It just means that she's going to.
That she's planning on it, which would be a weird thing to say. Say something. Duncan, can you talk in the chat, or can you only watch?
Problem is that my
okay, I think what's happening, it's inviting people like to the event and not to the actual hangout. Yeah.
Literally my worst nightmare.
I know, right? This is
Hangouts on air. Okay.
I started this so early so that things like this wouldn't happen, and yet live experiments.
I am enjoying. Oops, sorry. Excuse me. And then shoot.
I bet Walter Cronkite never had to deal with this.
Walter Cronkite. Yeah, he did.
Oh my god!
You're in a. Oh wait, I'm in a video. Oh, I know that computer.
I love that you keep reading out these notifications.
Oh, I keep thinking they're gonna be relevant.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, you invited someone. Oh. Okay.
I did. Oh no, you're just.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just.
Yeah. Now I see it, but you got me excited.
Okay, I clicked on.
I'm gonna paste the link again.
Mute.
Melanie has just requested.
Wait, I've already joined it. If I click, what if we share the link that I used to join it?
Do that. Yeah, that's a great idea. Share that link. Put it on my wall and put it in the discussion for this, and we'll see if it works.
Copy.
Duncan writes, "There is no chat, only Zool." Oh God. There are neither gatekeepers nor keymasters here. Unfortunately, just a couple of technologically inept girls who are having so many problems, and like it feels especially sad after reading a book that's all about being tech savvy and all that kind of stuff. Like
Really, is it though? Because at the the message was like, well, I don't want to show it.
Yeah, let's not get there yet. I mean,
I know. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead.
Slow your roll.
Running low on time because I do have to be done by like 7:10.
Okay, well, that's an hour.
Not to rush us.
Kristen!
I know. I'm sorry.
Me out, woman.
You can't see, but I'm very dressed up right now.
Are you?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
It's my friend's birthday. They're all here at my house getting ready, and I'm in here podcasting. Oh, I see someone!
Is it Duncan?
It's the man!
Oh my God! We have a top of Duncan's head.
Oh gosh! Let me. There we go. Sort of.
Yeah. Did Kristen's link work? Sad after reading a book that's all about being tech savvy and all that kind of stuff. Like, you still have the YouTube open, don't you, Duncan?
I'll fix that. I'll fix it.
Yeah, let's not. I said that 3 minutes ago.
I was like, whoa.
Tiffany, no! From the past. What is that? Okay,
there we
will you
go.
also tweet that? Will you tweet that link as well?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
I know, it's asking a lot of you.
That is asking a heck of a lot, Cor.
Yeah, this is...
Twitter.
Hello? Tweet. Chicken in the loop is good to eat. My name is Scooter. I fix your computer. I'm a happening guy and a dope troubleshooter. When you call tech support, you'll be talking to me.
Oh, Tiffany's here.
Yeah, Tiffany is here. Tiffany made it. Now it's a matter of seeing if we get, Melanie and those other fellas. And you posted it in the chat in here too, right?
I tweeted it.
You tweeted it. Did you put it in the Google Plus event as well?
Why do I have to do all the work? Just kidding.
Well, because you have it in your paste.
Oh, I do have it in my paste.
Oh, there's Tiffany in motion, looking lovely.
Hello. As are you. Hey, did you get new glasses?
I did get new glasses. Pretty excited about them, even though all you can see is the reflection of...
I think I shared it lots of times.
No, they look lovely.
Oh, thank you, my dear. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
They're not non-reflective. I think that's the problem.
And I just replaced mine earlier this year, too, and I'm pretty sure I got the non-reflective, so it works well.
I don't see myself in your eyes.
So let me ask.
Like your eyes.
Sorry, Tiffany, we had that moment.
I just have to ask. No, you're fine.
Wait, what's going on?
Fine.
I think we're good.
Is anybody else? How many of the rest of us are all teachers?
Are
Just
what?
out of curiosity. How many of us are either students or teachers right now?
I think just you and me.
Just you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, here I was all excited because I just got a Rocket Raccoon. folder.
Oh, nice.
That is what I will be using.
Brilliant. I love that.
Yeah, it'll be great for my for my early American history survey course. So
Beautiful.
No, I work in tech, and I had no frickin' clue how to make any of this work.
Well, it makes me feel a lot better.
The thing is, we do...
I felt like a deetity trying to get this thing going.
Like a what?
Like a deetity.
a what?
Yeah, she's making a reference to a comedian who has been shamed out of comedy.
Oh, am
There
I?
have been so many.
Yes, you are.
I thought that was like an old lady phrase.
No, was how Carlos Mencia used to refer to the mentally handicapped.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I feel like Kristen probably didn't know that.
No, and she does now, and she looks kind of disappointed in herself for making that reference.
Damn it.
Indeed.
Well, I'll drink more of this.
Gosh. Well, I feel bad for... Well,
Oh, that
I don't know
looks
where
delicious.
Brienne went, but we... I know. I don't have any form of drink with me, like no water or anything. I don't know what I was thinking.
Okay, then honey, you need to go fix that.
Yeah, serious.
And I will join you in the fixing. I'll be right back.
Cool.
I like it. And hopefully some of the other people who
You
are
want me to
sitting
try
there
to-
will...
I put it on the Facebook thing, and I put it on the other thing, and...
Okay, I'm going to actually...
I'm here!
Whoa!
Who is that?
Brienne?
I'm guessing Brienne. No accent.
Yay! Am I moving at all?
You are, I think.
You have no camera, though.
Yeah, there's just a picture of you
Oh.
eating
It looks like
noodles.
movement to me. Eleni and Melanie, did you see the link? I should tag. That would make more sense. There's so many little, like, boop boop sounds happening and things like that.
Indeed.
Brienne joined group chat. Yeah! Oh, she's... I already knew that.
Oh, hey, goggles.
Goggles?
Oh, good, I'm here.
Oh!
My visor.
Very nice. I like the
Whoa,
visor.
whoa. Who's all those people? What's happening?
This is Corrigan. I think you've met my husband Michael.
I have. How's it going?
Oh, gosh.
And son Alexander and daughter Catherine.
Nice.
They wanted to
Nice.
pop
Yeah. Well,
They just
they
thought
can't
they would
hear
come
us, huh?
again.
Hi.
Yeah, they say hi.
Hi. I'm going to switch from the phone.
She has headphones in. I don't think her family can hear anything we're saying right now.
No,
Oh,
No.
that's cool.
I am translating though, so you know.
Okay, cool. Translating hello from the rest of us. I'm really sad that I can't seem to get at least 2 members and several that were watching in on this thing.
Okay.
Bad news bears.
Or maybe they did. Maybe they just wanted to watch.
Could be. Some people like to watch.
That is the rumor.
That's what I've heard. No, at least one person told me on Twitter they didn't. Their introvert was coming out and they didn't super want to be a part of the thing, but they might watch instead. So that's fine.
I should be in bed because I have to leave my house in less than 6 hours to go to Martha's Vineyard, but I'm here chatting with you.
Oh, what a rough life!
Yeah, well,
It's a hard knock life for Duncan.
it's family vacation starting tomorrow, but it was a long work week leading up to it.
I gotcha. Yeah, that's fair. Well, we can start talking, and hopefully our lost companions will find their way into the chat one way or another. I apologize to everyone for all of that. Hopefully next month when we try this again, we'll have all of this worked out. We'll just have Kristen post whatever comes to her as an invitation from me.
Yeah, because Kristen can clearly make things magic. So
Yeah, she's a sorcerer.
Oh, obviously.
she's clearly a wizard and must be burned.
Yeah.
My secret thing that I
Yeah.
know about me.
That you.
Duncan, if that's the case, I think it's for the best that you're going to Martha's Vineyard.
I'm also on the other side of the country, so
Yeah.
it's not that.
Yeah, I think I'm actually between the two of you.
Yeah, you're like right
Kristen,
in the
you're in
middle.
California? Yeah, I'm in
Yeah.
Ohio.
Massachusetts.
Ohio.
No,
Oklahoma.
no, no. I'm just here because I happen to be going to grad school here. It's not because I have any deep connection or anything.
It's not because you want to be there.
Does anyone have a deep connection to Ohio, honestly?
I'm sure the
Wait,
senators
remember that?
from Ohio.
There was that emo band, Hawthorne Heights. Do you remember? 'Cause my heart is in Ohio.
I tried not to.
At the
but
end
no,
of what's it called, the Drew Carey show.
I was about to say the Drew
Oh,
Carey
yeah. Well, that's centered in Cleveland. That's east of me, so.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it. That's so weird. Now it's telling them that the call is over. We are broadcasting right now, right?
It says
I hope
live
so.
in the corner.
Okay, I don't know. I'm sorry, girls. Keep trying. Keep trying.
I can copy this link again. I don't know why that would work.
I don't know.
I just feel like if I do that over and over again, it'll work.
You're like the little engine that could.
Same stuff.
It's like an invocation of some sort.
Yeah, if I just say it over and over, it'll happen or something.
It's like Beetlejuice.
Oh
I
no!
watched that the other day.
It took me a long time to figure out where you had posted the link.
Everywhere.
Like it wasn't obvious. No. No.
It was on 3 Twitters.
I'm not on Twitter.
Well, that was
Good
your
for you.
own.
On Goodreads,
It
although
was hidden on
Oh,
Goodreads.
it's on Goodreads?
No, I couldn't find it on Goodreads.
it's
Good,
in
me
the
neither.
conversation about Ready Player One. Okay, anyways, we should start
No.
talking about the book
Yeah.
before Kristen has to leave.
Sorry,
Sorry,
guys.
I
I'm
have to
very
leave.
busy and important. I
It's
have to go. No, I'm not really that busy or important, but here we go.
That's fine, but you do have to go. So, hey, you guys, first and foremost, let's give a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs side poll on the book.
I enjoyed it. 2 thumbs.
That's not a thumb. Where'd Duncan go? Did we lose him?
I don't know.
No,
Yeah, that's his
he's
phone.
just stepped out of range.
All right. Kristen, I'm curious because partway through this book, you were afraid you might be the dissenting opinion
Yeah.
and weren't like.
I'm not going to give it a total thumbs down, but I'm probably going to give it like a diagonal mostly down, but not, it wasn't like I hated it, but I
Okay.
did not super love it most of the time. I would say 2/3 of the time I didn't like it. So, I'm gonna do like a halfway, but kind of pointing down.
Okay, well, maybe let's start with that as the dissenting voice. What are your thoughts on the downfalls or shortcomings of this book?
It just seemed really slow to me, like really slow. Like the first, like I started reading it and I was like, oh, okay, it's kind of cool. It's one of those stories where everyone, hates the world and their life sucks, which is cool. And so, but then I just felt like he got super into giving me the background on every little tiny thing he did. Like, oh, and then here's the background on the way that this program works. I'm like, I don't like super care as long as you just tell me kind of like why it's like what's the deal with it now. But
Right. That's like, did any of you guys read like Babysitter's Little Sister books when you were kids?
No.
No.
Nobody read those? Really? Okay. Well, there was always like the premise of the book was always the same, but the first chapter they always had to explain like now Karen lives with her mother or with her stepdad and his new wife and the whole family. And every time it sort of explained things in this like book, I was like, it feels a little like that. Like they're, in 20 years people have no idea what any of this is referencing, and so he has to over-explain things to us. So I get that. Oh, Kristen is distracted.
Sorry, my friend has to straighten her hair. She's just going to use the outlet, right? Don't have to crawl under the table like a weirdo.
Well, while she's distracted, what other thoughts?
I'm going.
Oh,
I'm with you.
you're going.
I'm with you. I didn't read The Babysitter's Little Sister. So I know I just got really, I feel like he did that a lot. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Lord of the Rings, where he's always like, and then on his green cloak with the one gold leaf, I'm like, oh my god, no one
Oh yeah, like
cares.
everything that he ever wrote.
Yeah.
I mean,
Too
that's
much explanation.
what it was starting to feel like. I got a little, I felt like he would just over-explain things that, oh, Melanie, you can.
I'm trying to fix the camera.
She did it! All the way from New Zealand, Miss Melanie.
I didn't know that Melanie was a picture of a webcam.
Melanie is actually a cyclops.
The illusion is shattered. Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is awkward. Where the hell is the picture?
We'll
I actually
figure it
like
out.
it better. It's kind of cool.
Oh, that's kind. I feel like it's kind of a backhanded compliment. Oh,
Hey, there's a picture.
Oh.
It's a still
Well,
picture, but it's a
check
picture.
out that sass.
It's not an icon.
Yeah, we're gonna count this as the getting to know each other book club, as
good one.
unfocused as it is, because we're trying to, we're just trying to hang out, figure
Yeah.
out the vibe. Oh,
There we go. Yay!
there's the woman of the hour. Are you in like full snow clothes right now?
It's like 2 degrees Celsius.
I don't know what that is, but that sounds really cold.
That's
Well, 0
about
is freezing.
30? Is that 30 Fahrenheit? Something like that?
It's probably about 35. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that. It's freezing.
Yeah, that's okay. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
My
I'm like
goodness, where are
sweating
you?
over here. I wish I could be. I was in my bra and underwear earlier. Luckily, I put clothes on for you guys, but I'm like.
I mean, I wouldn't have minded, but
Don't get
Luckily.
I'm the only guy here, so I gotta.
Yeah, that's true. You got someone's got to say it.
And the internet.
Duncan.
Duncan and the internet.
That's right.
Um.
I'm the voice of the internet tonight.
I don't know if that's something I would aspire to.
Well, someone's got to do it though, so it'll rest on his head today. So Kristen found it a little bit slow and over-explainy. I don't know that I felt like, well, maybe towards the middle a little bit I got a little overdone, but I was from moment one super engaged. What do you guys think? We'll do my left to right. I don't know if it's the same for you, but so Brienne. What do you think?
I'm kind of with Kristen where it was, the problem was that he was always, okay, I'm seconds away from getting this gate. But first, let me tell you the history of, this song and in 15 pages. And so, I feel like I was interested in a lot of things he was talking about, and that was kind of the charm of the book, was that he was bringing back all this stuff. But there were times where it was like, this is a really exciting part. Why are you stopping now to talk about this? I don't care. So I feel like it was one of those books, it could have been 200 pages shorter.
Yeah, just take out all the extra stuff. Although there is a sense, I think, that a lot of the charm is the nostalgia surrounding a lot
it
of
was
those
just
things.
like,
So that's the
not in the middle of a big scene, okay?
Yeah, that makes
I appreciated it half the time, but
there is a right way to do that, though.
yeah.
Douglas Adams was great at it. Like the Hitchhiker's Guide series, the entire time there's like a big action scene happening, then there's an entire chapter that's just a thing reading out of the Hitchhiker's book, and it's always a great little interlude. But this book apparently didn't do it right.
Yeah.
Hey, Jerry.
Hey, Jerry. Just to interrupt and say
I can't see anyone else.
Oh. That's why. Just for the record, we can see you, so that confused face is coming through.
Right.
That's always a thing to remember.
I see Kristen now. I see Corey now. Hi, guys.
Hey,
I don't know.
That's cool. We'll all get to know each other. We've determined, Jerry, that this is the Getting to Know Each Other podcast because it's so, book club, because it's so riddled with technological difficulties and things. We're having.
Wait, are we being recorded for the podcast right now?
No, I mean, I was thinking of maybe throwing it up on the podcast thing as the audio. It'll be on the YouTube. Because it automatically.
Brianne's going to leave in a second. If you.
I know, Brienne's like, wait. No.
Whoa.
This may come as a shock to you all, but you are live on the internet right now.
I love being on the internet.
Harry here does a podcast too, so he's being shocked. Barely. And Duncan just brought up Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which I think is fair thing to relate it to. A fun story.
I'll do that every week if you want.
That's fine, yeah. Duncan, here's a little story. One of the reasons why this book really hits close to home is as children, Duncan and I were gamers/readers together, and I would go over to his house, and we would play like Earthworm Jim and all kinds of stuff like that, and we would play the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy text game.
Yeah, we would.
In the classrooms at lunch. So there's a lot of things happening in this book that I'm like, oh, this is exactly what Duncan and I used to do when we were just wee little things. So there's
I should
that.
probably read this book at some point.
Yes. Indeed.
Or not, and just jump on and,
Yeah, just jump on. So
that's kind of what I've done. I mean, I've been reading a book that a friend of mine wrote instead, being supportive and all that.
That's good. We won't hold that against you.
Yep.
And
I will. If I had to read this whole thing, you should have.
yeah, Kristen.
Don't worry, Kristen. I'll get to it.
Yeah, let's point to our own normal book club in which half the time only like 2 of us have managed to finish the book. It's fine.
Just recently.
So, Duncan, you have not read this yet. That's fine.
No, but I listened to the Continue Shows podcast do a review of it over a course of a few episodes. So.
Okay, so you're kind of in the know then.
I know the deal.
All right. And then,
You
Jerry,
give
I
us
was...
secrets
Yeah,
without actually knowing what the book is about.
right. Are you suddenly wearing a glove, Brienne?
I've always been wearing gloves.
Oh,
Yeah, she's wearing them the whole time.
I'm in the Oasis, remember?
oh that's
Keep her safe.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I forgot you were... I saw the goggles. I missed the gloves. Jerry disappeared. Jerry sort of stepped in the middle of my left to right. We'll come back to him.
Oh, wait, here he comes.
Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Okay, so
I was
Jerry,
turning off the TV, sorry.
it's your turn to give your brief review of the book. What did you think?
Okay, so I loved it. There's obviously not much as far as like deep meaning to the book.
Right.
I took it as basically, the quest, and I thought it was a lot of fun. The story did take a particularly poignant turn, of course, when IOI was revealed to really be going after these people and, killed his aunt Stacks and all that stuff. So after that, I was sorely invested in the story, and I just could not stop reading after that. So, yeah. So it was definitely fun to have the good guys versus the bad guys, and of course all the references to all this stuff that I grew up with myself. Not only that, but it really brought to light, or it brought to my attention a lot of things that I haven't seen. And so I'm definitely going to make note of some of the stuff, a lot of the references in there that I didn't get, and look them up. Like, for example, I really want to see The Last Starfighter now, and Lady Hawk.
Oh, The Last Starfighter was great.
Yeah, I don't know why I looked shocked that you didn't see those, but...
And Brianne and I were talking about, watching Lady Hawk. She was the one that brought that up, and I said, you know what, I want to see that one now, too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think there were a couple in there that I was like, wait, I know I've heard of this a million times. Why have I not seen it? So there were some things that I was like, kind of get the nostalgic reference, but I'm not entirely with it. Yeah, so okay, it's a good little solid review. Kristen's already given her dissenting opinion, our Ruth Bader Ginsburg of the room.
Yes! I've been waiting my whole life to someone to compare me to Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Life complete.
Yep, that's it.
Well, I can die happy.
Yes. Melanie, what are your thoughts?
So, funny story. I literally looked on, everywhere for this book, even online, to only find a copy that says, I'm sorry, this book is not available in New Zealand.
Oh.
No. I was distraught. And so I read, as many reviews about the book as I could online.
Oh,
the reviews are available, but not the book itself. That's, really helpful.
Censorship.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, so it's a little sad.
Okay.
I suddenly feel less bad about having not read it.
Yeah, but she's in another country, Duncan, so...
Oh, no excuse.
Yeah, there's that. Okay, Tiffany.
As a complete child of the 80s,
Yep.
all of this made sense to me. I enjoyed the references. I enjoyed the quest portions. I wasn't actually the first person in my household to discover this book.
Oh.
My husband was.
Nice.
And then my 18-year-old son read it, and then I was reluctant. I was kind of dragged into it by, this is a wonderful book. And then I couldn't stop reading it.
Yeah.
So between reading it and the Will Wheaton audiobook version, Will Wheaton for me is pretty much the voice of the late 80s. So
this is true, but okay,
sorry,
I'm curious about that because I mentioned this on the Goodreads page about this, that I was like, oh, Will Wheaton did the audiobook. And then I listened to a sample and I was like, this is terrible. So were you able to get through it with Will?
yes.
Really? You didn't have a problem?
No, I didn't. And I think part of it is, like I said, for me, because I basically grew up alongside Will Wheaton. We're roughly the same age.
Yeah.
I was able to just accept him as a fellow traveler through that particular nostalgic layer.
Yeah.
And it worked for me.
Yeah. I'm also curious when his own name was mentioned. Did we just get another Jerry in this?
Yay! There'll only be one.
When his own name is mentioned in the book, does Will say anything
The
about
same
it?
Jerry again?
Yeah, we have
Yes.
Oh, we have two
You're in there
Jerrys!
now twice.
This clone.
Here you have a clone. Like Black Orphan. What's it called?
Black.
You just respond. It's no big deal.
Oh my goodness.
No, I don't recall any specific Will-isms when his name came up in the thing. I could probably ask my daughter, who's been listening to it lately.
Yeah.
But
Wait, are
it's
you allowed to, like,
for
interject
our
if you're-
family because we are so.
Oh,
Say
the
again?
sound cut out. There we go. Oh.
What happened?
Oh, Kristen was asking, are you even allowed to like interject in any way when you read an audiobook? Which is probably not. I just wondered if there was some
No.
sly wink at it in some way.
You
No, I
are
don't recall anything in particular.
But otherwise,
but-
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Anyway, sorry, Tiffany. You were finishing up a thought.
Oh, no.
Daughter
Kristen,
read it.
you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually been really nice because we've raised our children on a lot of those 80s things. I mean, you mentioned wanting to see Lady Hawk and The Last Starfighter. Lady Hawk is one of those common cultural vocabulary items for my family. Last Starfighter, more so for my husband because that was kind of his thing.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it for that. I also am rather intrigued by the premise of the Oasis, and looking at the evolution of the internet as it's currently situated, I really wonder how long it's going to be. I mean, with things like Oculus. or the
Yeah,
Oculus
totally.
Rift,
Mhm.
I really wonder how long it's going to be before that's not quite so much fiction and maybe a little bit more fact.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I remember when I was in 4th grade, we read this short story, and I asked my 4th grade teacher all the time who and what it was, and then I forget immediately. But it was about like sort of a future in which kids don't actually go to school, and I think it was written in the 60s or 70s. They don't go to school; they go and they like log in on their computers, and they have like their lessons with their teacher and so forth. So that's always been a thing that was on my mind. And as technology has advanced, you kind of see it going that way. And I don't know what you guys felt, but I think it's interesting. I have sort of an ambivalent response to the way this Oasis thing works, because in some senses, this like school world that they're in is phenomenal. I mean, they go in, they can't really, they can't screw with each other.
Yeah.
They can mute abusive classmates. They can focus on what they're doing, and they're stopped from doing other things while they're in class. But at the same time, then you've also got this sub thing of sort of developing cultural agoraphobia as a result of it. So I don't know. Would you guys like the Oasis to be a thing?
Oh,
I would
no.
stab someone to be able to have muted my abusive classmate.
Right? That's an amusing way of saying that. But I mean, it seems like it would be kind of a nice way to live. And maybe we'll just go left to right again so that we can. This is easier than trying to like not talk over each other. But Brienne, what's your take on the Oasis culture and our own?
I think what you're saying about school, like, yeah, there are a lot of pros to that, but then, yeah, the big point of school is the socialization too.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe like they could have some classes where you would go in and do that,
Mm-hmm.
but you're still actually going to school, or I don't know.
Right. And it's interesting because there is you can see in this they develop like cliques the way that you would at a regular school. It's just I don't know,
Right.
the option of turning them off, I suppose. But
They
it's
make you exercise before you go in the Oasis.
yeah,
Everybody.
exactly. So that we don't end up in Up World, essentially. Or not Up.
Wally.
Wally World.
Wally.
That's what Yeah, I didn't mean Up. I didn't mean Up.
is
I meant
something
Walt.
else entirely. That's National Lampoons.
Yeah, that is a whole other thing.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Wally.
That's what
Yeah,
I.
Wally.
Kristen's back. She's back. We're with it. She's with it again.
Hey, guys! So glad you can make it.
Duncan, you said you were like I'm in with that.
Oh, I'm so like just the idea of being able to like with the amount of abuse that I took in elementary school,
Mhm.
being able to mute those people would have been amazing.
Right.
Also, I sold my soul to Google years ago. I've accepted them as my evil overlords, so anything like this, I'm fine with. I get it.
Yeah. Amen to that.
Duncan, why couldn't you help us figure this out then?
That's a great. I was trying. Like, I couldn't find any button. Like, I tried starting my own Hangout to try and figure out where the hell the buttons were, and I couldn't find them there either.
Yeah, we should take this up with our overlords for sure. Why are Google Hangouts so hard?
Why is this so obtuse?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Their response is going to be get better computers.
That's a good point.
So long as they don't follow that up with get Chromebooks, we should be fine.
No, I think that is the natural progression. But Jerry, what are your thoughts on an Oasis world?
I think the book brings up some good points about the fact that you might be spending a little too much time online.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, in this world, that is taken to the extreme end of the spectrum. But I think a good balance between the two is important, as it is now. I mean, you hear about people who spend all their time online anyway these days, and, you know, it's like you have that thing where people are like, well, maybe you need to get out of the house more. Yeah, but I mean, in the case of an online school, like an Oasis-type school, you got to admit, it, like Duncan was kind of alluding to, it would cut down on a lot of the bullying problems that we have now. And even, you know, other school-related issues, like, you know...
Teenage pregnancy.
Teenage pregnancy, there's that.
Or pregnancy at all.
Or teachers being inappropriate with their students, you know, that could be eliminated as well.
Well, I don't know about that. I'm pretty sure teachers can still be inappropriate on the internet, just like everyone else.
That's true. I think that's a lot of times where it's...
Not to the same degree.
Yeah.
But if the safeguards are in place, as the book describes, then maybe that it could cut back on that kind of stuff.
True.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my thought. But clearly the message at the end of the book is, you know, live life in the real world while you still enjoy all the nice, fun things that technology can provide you. But, you know, it's important to live where you actually live, you know, and inhabit your space. And connect with people on a face-to-face, real level.
Yeah, absolutely. Heather!
Hi!
Melanie just flipped her lid.
Heather's alive!
Hey, girl, good to see you.
Well, good to see you guys too.
Sort
I can't
of.
stay very long, but I wanted to come.
Awesome. You happen to have popped up right in the spot in my left to right thing where we were sharing thoughts. Did you read the book?
No.
Okay.
That's cool. What do you think about the internet?
Yeah, okay, so here's the question, and this can come, sort of the question we're answering is one you don't have to have read it for. In this book, they have this sort of virtual world called Oasis, in which a lot of people basically spend every waking moment of their lives. And we're talking about some of the pros of that being, say, when you go to school, if you're being bullied, you can mute your abusive peers and just ignore that they exist. The cons of that being that you also can live your life without interacting with society, and what implications does that have? So the question we're posing is, would you want to live in a world in which this was a possibility?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you, because you're in line next. It went Brienne, Duncan, Jerry, and now your face is next to answer.
Oh gosh. Would I want to live in? No.
No.
It's not for me.
Yeah, not so much. Even
No.
with the opportunity to shut out people who...
I mean, that sounds beautiful,
yeah.
but that also sounds kind of terrible. I feel like it would be lonely even without the confrontation. Yeah, hardship is important. I think it makes you appreciate things and teaches you how to cope and be a better person.
That's fair. That's a fair assessment. And sorry to just put you on the spot because you just appeared right in line. It would have totally thrown off my vibe had I skipped you.
Sorry.
And we have another new addition to the chat as well, Ryan Meyer.
Hi, Ryan.
Howdy.
Oh, hey there. And so, okay, but our next in line, and thank you both for joining us. It's awesome to have you here. And Kristen, your thought on this?
Wait, my thought?
Yeah,
your
on the Oasis world.
I thought we were going in line.
That's
your
the
line is
in
different
line.
from her line.
You're next, dude.
Oh, I'm on the end on mine.
Yeah, we're always on the end on all of ours.
Yeah.
That was confusing. Wait, what are we talking about? Oasis. Yeah, I feel like gosh, words are really hard for me today. I feel like I spend enough time on my phone. I can't imagine like spending my entire life inside of the computer. So I would also not be a big fan of life online. Because I do like to, and I feel even now, like I already feel kind of disconnected. So I can't imagine how disconnected I would feel if all I was doing was, absorbed in this online world. And as far as school goes, yeah, like I can see both sides, but I think also then you just, I don't know, it's different than when you're in real life, Like, and then I think Wade even mentions it in the story. He's like, I interact with all these people, but really if you got me out to talk to an actual girl, he's like, I'm like, or he even says in school he just can't communicate.
Yeah.
And so I just feel like places like school or the store or anywhere just really allows you to live and be a person, And so I would hate to see us completely lose that. I think that would be really unfortunate.
Yeah.
Bummer.
And we see, when he has his like Max Headroom-esque AI and he's so starved for conversation he's trying to talk to it till it runs out of sentences to say back to him. Or when the police bust in on him at the end, he's like, this is the first person who has ever been in my apartment.
And he's been there for like 8 months or something. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Exactly. So, that's something to consider. Melanie, what do you think about living in a world in which the Oasis exists?
I think, maybe because I'm a teacher myself, but I think it would take away a lot of the social competence and conflict resolution strategies you learn from being with other people.
Mm-hmm.
To be able to completely silence them, you never develop the competency to cope with those things.
Yeah.
So, as much as it would be nice to shut people up every now and again, I think that it takes away a huge part of, like the human experience of learning to interact with others and how to compromise and, just feel empathy, like all those things that come from learning to be with other people.
Yeah. That's a very eloquent way of putting that. You would think that she'd like composed this ahead of time.
She didn't even read the book.
How many of us to go through to think about it?
What's that?
She has had how many of us to go through to think about it? She's had
That's true. I don't know if you can, if you have your chat open, Melanie, to see the lovely compliment that Heather just paid you as well.
Where is this chat?
So on the sidebar of
there it is. I found it.
Okay, there you go.
I'm starting to really doubt your Google is my overlord thing.
Look, I've accepted that they've got like all of my information. That doesn't mean I use all of their
Doesn't
stuff.
mean they taught him anything.
Yeah.
I've just accepted that they are going to take over the world, and I'm just going to be okay with that.
Got it. Okay, got it. I misunderstood the initial
No.
thing.
Guys, there is one thing I wanted to mention about the whole school thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jerry?
I think that as far as he mentions in the book, Wade does, about how underfunded the actual real-world schools are.
Yeah.
And so maybe a virtual school would provide simply a better educational experience for students. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah.
That was actually what I was thinking.
And the other thing I was thinking, the second you kind of get sucked into the Oasis, that's when people stopped caring about the world. Like Wade's whole outlook was the Earth is dying. I just want to get the hell out of here because everyone was so focused on being online and no one's going to worry about going to the schools. And like, I can just peace out of here and go online and do my Oasis school instead of trying to invest in your communities at all.
Yeah.
Nobody was doing that. And so I feel like you lost, not only did you lose your sense of community in the sense of being able to relate to one another, like Melanie was saying, and learn how to be a person, but you're also losing the sense of community and like living together and working to make things better. If everyone just goes online and they're trying to make the Oasis better. Remember, they're like, we don't want to have to pay for it. I'm like, really? You're living in a trailer that's stacked upon 15 other trailers.
Right.
Let's do something about that, or the fact that you guys don't. Anyway.
Yeah, and his attitude is sort of the burn it and start over thing. Like, I'm just going to take my close friends and get out of here.
That's true, because he even mocked Artemis for her ideas of what to do with the money.
Yeah.
Exactly. And she's like, oh, let's do something altruistic. And he's like, psh,
yeah,
that won't do anything. And I was like, Tiffany, and then I just see cat
Z, come on, sweetie.
Does the cat have an opinion on Oasis?
Her name is Esri, and I don't think she has an opinion.
Okay.
But she does have a tail, and she's very happy to wave it in my face. Okay, come here, Zizi. All right.
That's beautiful. What are your thoughts on this this world? And I think Jerry does bring up a good point when this is obviously something we do live with, and you're an academic and an educator as well, that we do have severely underfunded schools. Is this a viable option?
I've taught online, and given the option between teaching online or teaching in a physical classroom, I'll take a physical classroom every time.
Okay, yeah.
As somebody who had a difficult time growing up, who got teased a lot, I can see the advantages of the online system, but I can't get behind it. I really can't. When it comes to education, it's as Melanie was saying, that classroom environment fosters. I mean, there's a lot of negatives that can come out, but there's also a lot of positives that can come out of it too. And for me, it's okay as recreation, but it doesn't function well enough at this stage to really be a long-term viable option. With that being said, there are a lot of school systems, and there's one here in Ohio in specific, where students are encouraged to take all of their classes online.
Whoa.
There's a public, it's listed as a free, tuition-free public school. And it's marketed to parents as something that is supposed to be much, much better for the students because they get more one-on-one attention. But they're really not. Melanie, I don't know if you've taught online or if you've only taught. I don't know what level you teach.
I teach, well, we call it preschool here, but I teach 3-year-olds.
Okay. I teach the opposite end of the spectrum. I teach at the university level, although sometimes there are days I wonder. And
it's a fine line.
Some days students just need the nap and the snack just as much as anybody else.
Hell yeah.
But what I have found is that there is a profound difference between what you get in a physical classroom and what you get online. I don't give my students nearly the same attention in an online class because they're not right in front of me. There's not that interaction from the teacher's side of it as well as from the student side. It's a totally different level of investment. So I think that if this were to be pursued, it would need to be with caution and lots of it.
I feel like Duncan had a thought there.
Yeah, I was
Sorry,
thinking.
Duncan, please.
No, not a problem. It just what you were saying about what level you teach at just made me think. You know, as an adult, I think I would absolutely prefer to be in a physical classroom for like a college course or something like that. But when I was younger, I absolutely, if I could have, taken classes from home, I certainly would have, because it got brutal. By 6th grade, I was only going to school 3 days a week because I was getting physically ill at how terrified I was to go to school, just because of the way the other kids were. So, I think for younger kids, maybe, starting off like they're learning, maybe not going to that old, but once they start getting up into the middle and high school, they should definitely start be socializing. But who knows, when they're younger and more cruel, it may not be bad to have them separated in a way.
And my experience was that middle school was infinitely worse than anything I experienced in high school or in elementary
middle
school.
school should be online and everything else.
That should just be for everyone.
Maybe it should put them first through or kindergarten through 4th is physical, then you get 5, 6, and 7 online, and then you go back to school.
Right, because that's the point where kids start to define their autonomy and individuality against other people, and they become really awful to each other. Not to mention that's when you start getting zits and boobs and all kinds of things that are just
or you're trying to grow your bangs out and you don't know how, and it's miserable.
Wow, that was the most first world problem I ever heard in my life.
That's why I'm here, guys, to remind you.
Bye, Heather, by the way.
Here.
Hi, Heather.
Oh, bye, Heather, honey.
Thanks for stopping in. We miss you. Hey guys. What was I saying? Yeah. So, I think that's one of the interesting, like, just elements of this book is that, as opposed to, I mean, you've all read The Giver, right?
Nope.
No.
Wow. I am actually
Maybe that needs to be the next book.
Well, we read this for our book club, actually.
I read it in
Oh,
seventh
I'm
grade.
sorry.
Yeah. Well, no, the thing is, when I was a kid, and a lot of us in our book club felt this way, that when we were kids, we felt that was a really, like, groundbreaking book that made us think a whole lot about personal choice and things like that. And then when you get older and you reread it again, you kind of think, this is basically giving you, like, a one-way, like, the correct thing is for us all to have, you know, all of our choices in front of us, no matter how good or bad that is and what it does to the world. And I feel like the difference is with this that you actually do feel a little ambivalent about it, where you're like, on the one hand, this is a terrible idea, and we can see what it's done to their universe. On the other hand, there's some good that's come out of this system. So I thought that was a complexity that I enjoyed about the book, personally. Jerry, what are you smiling at right now?
Nah, just how you were saying. It sounds like you were like saying that isn't the giver? I always say it like the guy in the trailer does. Isn't that about, like, basically everyone's kind of mind controlled and...
Yes.
Essentially, yeah. They take, like, pills that suppress all of their, like, sexual urges and things like
it's kind of
that.
like you were kind of pro that, so that's what I was smiling at.
Yeah, I
How much do I need to read The Giver if I've read Fahrenheit 451?
they're different things. I mean,
There we go.
It's a different kind of story. And my thought on it is not necessarily that I'm pro, you know, oh, I was about to give away a major plot point in it, although they kind of give it away in the trailer for the movie. It's a whole other thing. But,
They give away the entire plot in the movies.
yeah. Well, also managing to be nothing like the book at all. They give away all the major points of the book in the trailer.
The book didn't look like it was going to have that much action as what I saw in the trailer.
It doesn't have any of that action.
That's kind of
it.
There is no action, almost. There's almost
It's
no
called
action.
They're trying to make it into the Hunger Games.
Yeah,
Clearly.
and for the record, I never pictured the Giver sounding like Bane when he talked when I was reading the book.
Oh, do not want.
Do not want. But anyway, I wasn't advocating necessarily the way that they live in their society so much as that it presents a very, like, black and white idea of choice versus no choice, and you know, the utopian world having to necessarily come at this sacrifice of all these other things. I don't think we should euthanize people or things like that. That's not what
No, but yeah, in the trailer, she has the line that is, you give people choice, they're going to make the wrong one.
Right.
And, you know, as an adult now and somebody who understands the voting system, but it's kind of like, that's partly true. People are stupid.
Schwarzenegger became governor of California, right?
Right.
Sometimes we cannot trust people to choose things. So that's the thing, is I think it should make you think more deeply than just, like, choice or no choice so much as...
Someone chose to let Michael Bay make a Ninja Turtles movie, and lots of people chose to go see it.
Right? Didn't it?
Like,
It's a great example of not the
It
right
wasn't
choice.
technically my fault. Can I just put that out there?
Yeah.
Wait. You're claiming responsibility for that? Because that's a whole
still
heavy
real
thing there,
love.
Kristen.
No, I'm just saying that I didn't want to see it, but I was forced to. I just want to make... Some people probably didn't actually want to see it, and they had to, because a
I know,
loved
I
one wanted
already
to see it.
apologize for, one, that you had to see it, and two, that your brother's clearly suffered a serious traumatic brain
He
injury.
has. It was,
Yeah, because he actually liked it.
Ugh. Hearing that he likes it just makes me want to vomit. Like,
I feel like he just wanted to like it
Yeah.
so much, you know?
He
like
just wished really hard.
He wished so hard. That's what I'm going with, and I'm just gonna let him have this one. I'm gonna let it slide.
Yeah, you
I already
know.
told him I hated it. I told him I'm not going to see the other one.
Yeah, that's
Anyway, that's totally beside the point.
But no, this is Kristen actually has to go because she's going to a party. So, but what we did, I think, I apologize for.
I see how it is.
Yeah, right. People who leave the
Our guy
house.
just log out of the Oasis here and go to something.
Go be with real people.
Go
I
be
see
with
how
real
it is.
people.
Yeah.
Log out of Skynet. AKA Google.
But yeah, all that to say, I apologize for the delay in getting this started. Next time, hopefully, we'll be able to figure this out. Maybe Kristen and I will do a couple test runs ahead of time.
I think next time, if we start hanging out, and then we can copy and paste that seemed to work, right? People?
Yeah, we'll just have you two start hanging out. Kristen will paste the real Earl out, and then we'll all join with no problem.
Hey!
Clearly the answer.
Yes.
Oh gosh, thank you, Esri.
Cat has been the highlight of this video chat.
Really
And not that you guys aren't all lovely, but I love that every time Tiffany goes to say something, she gets cat on her face.
Yeah, right.
I can bring my cat over, but she'll just swear at us.
She'll swear at you.
Oh, absolutely. Siren is very vocal about not liking being near the computer.
Oh.
I have a dog. That's about it.
Paper dog.
Raper
I
dog.
have kittens.
I think that everyone has animals. Anyway, we gotta let Kristen go. We'll wrap up.
Talking if you want.
Yeah.
Actually, I need to go play dead now.
Oh,
As one does.
sounds awesome. What?
And for some
I
reason,
just
I
need to go
promised.
lapse into unconsciousness. That's all.
Yeah.
Go on.
Oh,
You were
got it.
saying, Courtney.
No, and some reason I promised a friend I'd go watch a Hong Kong movie with him, even though I hate things with subtitles.
Oh, say hi to him for me.
I will say hi to him. You know exactly who I'm talking about. But thank you guys all for joining in despite all the troubles. I'm surprised that you hung in there, and I'm glad that you did. And we will do this again. So maybe if you have ideas for what the next book should be, head into the Goodreads forum and post it there, and we'll try to figure out what to do next.
Yeah.
Fun. All right, so this will be on the YouTube. You guys are on the YouTube whether you like it or not, and maybe it'll be a special on the podcast.
Oh, I like it. I like it a
All
lot.
right, sweet. All right, well, you all have a good Friday night.
And nice to meet you all.
Yay! This was so
Next time.
fun.
Yes. Perfect. Oh, and I will link to that forum, Tiffany.
Thank you.
I think I can do it on the event page.
Okay.
So I'm going to stop broadcast, and I don't know if that'll disconnect us or
All right.
just stop the broadcast.
So if not,
I'm,
adios.
good night, everybody.
Happy day.